I really want McDonald's right now, but I'm doing a cut where I'm working on losing body fat and getting in the best shape I can in 10 weeks. And McDonald's is loaded with calories. So I'm gonna show you the copycat quarter pounder with cheese, Oreo McFlurry, and fries that I'm eating instead. They really help satisfy my cravings while helping me stay in a calorie deficit so that I can meet all my fat loss goals. Plus, eating meals like this every day really helped me look forward to what I was eating and stay on track so that I could lose 130 pounds, and I've kept it off for 10 years. Whoa! I'm gonna be starting with the quarter pounder with cheese and the fries. McDonald's uses a quarter pound of beef before cooking, a sesame seed bun, 2 processed cheese slices, and then they usually put ketchup, mustard, pickles, and onions, and then, of course, their beautiful fries. So what I'm gonna use for mine is 85 grams of shoestring fries. You actually get a great portion. These are my favorite. They're the Cavendish restaurant style drive-through fries. They're pretty close to the old McDonald's fries, and they taste really good air fried. So 85 grams. Then we need a tablespoon of ketchup, no sugar added, for dipping, which I have in this little container for serving for later. And I'm using the Heinz no sugar added. We're gonna be using a quarter pound or 4 ounces of extra lean ground turkey, which I have on a piece of parchment paper, and I'll show you how I make a patty out of it in a second. Half a tablespoon of that same no sugar added ketchup, which is going on the burger itself. A teaspoon of mustard. I'm just using regular yellow mustard from Walmart. 2 light cheese slices. These are Black Diamond cheddar slices that I got from Walmart. A low-calorie sesame bun. I'm using the La Fourne Dorée brioche buns, the sesame ones, and for reference, calories is 160. So there are actually some really great low-calorie sesame seed buns out there. 1 baby dill pickle, which has been sliced, and I'm using the Great Value brand. 2 onion slices that I have cut into little halves. Before I get started, if you are loving this recipe and you want more copycat low-calorie fast food recipes, I actually have a low-cal Big Mac and a Wendy's Baconator low-cal version in my guilt-free cookbook. They're called the Big Nick and the Coletinator. You wanna check that out and have beautiful, tasty low-cal versions of all your favorite things. Link is down below. Code Nicole will save you 10% off for that. Now, let's get working on the patty. First, I wanna preheat my frying pan, and I'm gonna spray it with cooking spray. I'm gonna preheat it on medium-high heat, and I wanna get it very hot because we wanna put a crust on the burger so that it's really beautiful. Okay, so I've turned it onto medium-high heat, and I have sprayed my pan mostly in the vicinity of where I'm gonna put the burger. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flatten this into a thin circular shaped patty. And you want it to be thin because it'll make it easier to get the crust on it and stuff. And there we go. We're just gonna flatten this right out until it's really nice and thin. And anytime in the past that I tried to lose weight and I got a craving, I would totally ignore and deny it. And all that would do is cause me to have way more cravings. Then all heck would break loose and I would eat and eat and eat, and then I'd go way off track. So I learned to give myself what I'm craving when I'm craving it, but I do the low-cal version most of the time because then it gives me the best of both worlds. I can stay in a calorie deficit, but also satisfy my cravings. And then of course I give myself the regular thing every once in a while because it's also not healthy to deny the regular thing all the time either. So that looks pretty good. What do you think, Sassy?
Perfect.
Okay, I'm just gonna wash my hands and then I'll salt and pepper that for seasoning. All right, I'm just gonna salt and pepper the top to taste. There we go. And I'll check and see if the pan's ready. Okay, it's ready to go. I'm gonna use my parchment paper to flip this over into the pan. And then you just peel it off like that. Now I'm gonna salt and pepper this side. And then pepper. A little more. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook for 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it and cook it for another 4 to 5 minutes on the other side. We want it to have a nice crust, and then the juices to run clear, and obviously no pink on the inside. And while this is cooking, I'm gonna preheat my air fryer for the French fries.
And don't flip it too early. Don't even check it.
No.
You want that crust.
Yes, you want it to have a really nice crust. Put it on air fryer, 400 degrees, and I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes, but they might not need that long. Okay, the air fryer's preheated. I'm gonna take my fries and put them in a single layer, and I'm gonna cook them for 3 to 5 minutes and flip them halfway through. Just get them all. Single layer. Okay. All right, it is time to flip our burger. And another 4 to 5 minutes per side. Everything's ready. The burger's done. It smells so good. You would never know that it's turkey. We've got 8 minutes the burger took, and the fries took 3 minutes in the air fryer. So now let's put the burger together. So I'm gonna put 1 slice of cheese on the bottom bun. Like that. And then let's top it with the burger.
Good.
Oh, it is. Then we're gonna do the other slice of cheese. And then now we wanna put some pickles on here. And just lay them all around. Here we go. And then we're gonna do some onion. So wherever you like. That. And now we want to put the toppings on here. So we'll do some mustard on the top bun and just spread it around. And then I'm gonna do the ketchup. All right, are you ready? We're gonna top it. Stick that in there a little bit more. There we go. So let's put this on the beautiful plate with our fries and ketchup. It literally smells like McDonald's in here, guys. Like you would think that I just came back with a bag from there. All right, so this makes 1 quarter pounder with cheese plus the fries and the ketchup for dipping. For all of this, it's 579 calories, 21 grams of fat, 58 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of protein. Now, if you were to get the quarter pounder with cheese and the medium fry from McDonald's, it would be 880 calories. So by making my version, you're saving 301 calories,
Whoa.
Which is crazy. You get your cake and eat it too by doing this way. We're gonna eat this right now, and then we're gonna do the Oreo McFlurry. Okay, so I wanna cut this in half because it'll be very messy.
Then you can share with me.
Oh, sure, you can have a bite, cute Sather. All right, so let's take a look here. Oh, yeah. That looks so good. Now, before I take a bite, there's one more thing. When I'm making stuff like this, yes, making it low calorie is really important. However, the taste is the most important thing. Because if I make something low calorie that's supposed to be a copycat of fast food and it tastes like diet food or it tastes gross, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not even gonna put the effort into making it. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and it's not time for McDonald's. I'll end up going off track. So I try to make my fast food versions as close to the real thing as I possibly can. So I got ketchup all over my hand. Honestly, I feel like I'm at McDonald's. Like,
Gotta try the fry.
okay, it's time to make the copycat Oreo McFlurry. This is the base. It's been sitting on the counter for 20 minutes. I made it last night, and this is how I did it. I took 2/3 of a cup of Fairlife, the 0% protein milk, and I poured it in a Ninja Creamy pint. Then I put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then I added 3/4 of a cup of egg whites, and I used the Kirkland brand from Costco. 2 tablespoons of low-calorie sweetener, and I used the Great Value brand from Walmart. Then I put in 20 grams of vanilla protein powder, and this is the one I use, the Bee's Knees HTLT Steps, the Casein Whey Vanilla Ice Cream flavor. This is the best vanilla protein powder that you will ever try. I've tried so many. This one wins every single time. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below. And the Whey Casein blend blends really well into things like this. So once I put all that in, I used a milk frother and I blended it really well for 90 seconds. I want it to be smooth with no lumps, so I went all around the bottom, all around the top, up and down all the sides, and I did that again for 90 seconds. I covered it and I put it in the freezer for 24 hours, and then I've been finding it gets creamier if you let it sit out longer. So that's why I've let it sit for 20 minutes. Now I'm gonna run it under warm water for 40 seconds. Okay, it's done. I'm just gonna dry it off, pull off the lid, and pop it into the creamy. There we go. Turn it on, and we're gonna select the light ice cream setting. All right, I'm gonna take it out. And there's already a hole down the middle. If not, you would make one with a butter knife. And what we're gonna do is put 2 tablespoons of the 0% Fairlife in the middle so that we can do the respin. I find this makes it creamier, like ice cream. There we go. Now I'm gonna cover it again. Put it back in. And select respin. All right, take it out again. Open it up. Looking beautiful. We're gonna put half of the Oreos inside, and we are using 4 crushed mini Oreos. Put a few more in there, and then I'm just gonna take my knife and cover it up a bit and get it back in the creamy.
Looking real creamy.
Oh, it's looking awesome. Okay. Now we're gonna select mix-in. Okay, we're gonna open it up. Oh wow, that looks amazing. Okay, now I'm gonna top it with the rest of my cookies. And there you go. This is the most beautiful copycat Oreo McFlurry you will ever have. Okay, this makes 1 pint. It's 297 calories, 3 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbs, and 42 grams of protein.
Whoa.
The regular Oreo McFlurry from McDonald's is 570 calories. So by making my version, you're saving 273 calories. And before I take a bite of this, if you were to go to McDonald's right now and get the 1/4 pounder with cheese, the medium fries, and the regular size Oreo McFlurry, it would be 1,450 calories. If you make my versions of all of them, it's 876 calories, and 82 grams of protein. That means you would save 574 calories by making my versions at home and still get to enjoy fast food, save yourself money too, and it might help you stay in a calorie deficit too.
We were thinking with that pack of turkey and the bag of French fries and stuff, you can make a whole family worth of quarter pounders and fries.
Yeah, that was such a good point. Like, we were talking and Kyle was like, this is even like budget friendly. Cause like when you go to McDonald's now, like we don't even go on our cheat days because it's so small
And too expensive.
and really expensive. So we just, make it at home. All right, let's take a bite. Oh yeah, that got it so creamy. Yeah. And you can see some of the mix-ins down in there too. Oh, this is. Hi, honey. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it.